talk about income streams anyone can start right now, right? YouTube is filled with videos like this, but is that really so easy? I mean, sure, it looks easy for them because they've already made a lot of money, but how about like normal people, like people who don't have a huge following? So can you make money online? Well, probably, sure, you can, but is that really so easy? Probably not. And okay, half of my viewers are probably gone because everyone wants to make money easy and quick and without any work, of course. But for you who stayed here, high five! But anyway, I will talk about my experiences and hopefully it will help you to have a bit more realistic view on how to make money online. I've been trying to do it for a year now and I didn't make any money yet, but that just goes to show that it's not as easy as most other YouTubers are trying to tell you it is. And I will also tell you why I think they say it, because there are some reasons behind it, because a lot of people do it. So there are like a zillion ways to make money online, and well, if it's so easy, then why are most people not rich? I mean, if it's so easy that you need like 5 minutes a day, then everyone would be rich by now, right? So where are those rich people? Well, of course you can make money online, but it's not easy and it's not quick. And as I mentioned earlier, YouTubers say this because they know that you will probably give up. That's it. So, of course, what they say is legit. You can do it. You can make some money of it. But most people, when they realize that it's not as easy as they thought before, then they just give up in 1 or 2 months. And of course, YouTubers can encourage you to make those income streams because they know that you're probably not going to be a competition for them because you will just give up, right? But you still can try it. Just be sure to have realistic expectations because I don't want you to feel sad and disappointed. So the most common ways YouTubers usually say that you can make a ton of money online, quick and easy, are print on demand, YouTube, selling courses or making any digital products, writing a book or selling books without writing them, podcasts, surveys, and investing and dropshipping. These are what I hear about most because I watched a lot of videos on it, trust me, so I know what I'm talking about. So, and of these I tried 2. And I will tell you how it goes. Of course, one of them is YouTube. I've been trying to do this for about a month now, and I had another month before just preparations and getting to being comfortable in front of the camera. Not like I'm comfortable before the camera, but whatever. Also, English is difficult for me, so I needed some practice talking. So obviously I have not made any money from YouTube yet because 1 month is like nothing. For YouTube, I heard that it's at least 1 or 2 years if you're not like so talented that you just get viral, Most people they don't get viral. They don't go viral. More realistically, it's 1 or 2 years. And I'm really hoping to get monetized in a year, but we'll see. The other one I tried is print on demand. It's also one of the most popular ways of creating a passive income. And yeah, I've been trying it for a year now and I didn't make a cent. Not a cent. Like seriously. Which just also shows that it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a week. It doesn't happen in a month. Like, if you really want to make money online, you have to put in the work. For print on demand, as I heard, you need at least 100 or 200 designs. And yeah, like most YouTubers say that, oh, you just make some quick designs like with a lot of text or whatever, and then you will make a lot of money. But it doesn't work like that. You do need some art skills. And like, come on, graphic design is a profession. People go to university to learn this. And why would anyone just be able to compete with it right off the bat, right? No, you do have to learn to draw or have skills in graphic design if you want to succeed on print on demand legally. Because I know that some YouTubers say that you just download the picture and you put it up and then you will get a lot of money. Well, that's illegal. Also, royalty free does not mean it's free to use. And if that didn't convince you, well, for Redbubble that I tried, actually, even if you don't fully own the art, then you cannot sell it. It's against their rules. So even if you buy a picture for royalty or like a one-pay art piece, it's still against the rules. So you have to fully own that piece, which is either you made it or the artist sold it to you, you know, like with all of the rights, fully. But sure, you can make money on print-on-demand sites, but please put in the time and effort and don't have unrealistic expectations. You will also need at least a few months to succeed on it, and a lot of designs. And now some of the things that I didn't try, but also I will tell you the reason why I didn't try them. One of my favorite is actually selling books without writing books. Okay, sure, you can buy some other person's book, or you can, like, you know, copy paste others, but that's also illegal. Or you can make low context books. I think that's maybe a good idea, but you know, like, there's only so many calendars and journals people will buy, so if everyone is trying to make those, then there will be a lot of, like, you know, like, market saturation. So, you know, like, when everyone or a lot of people are trying to do the same things, then there will be just too much of a supply and people will probably not buy it, or at least not buy in the quantities that you might want to sell them. So, you know, like, maybe 1 or 2 people buys a book, like, that's not really viable. So for writing a book too, like, you have to write it. I mean, you can't really expect to make money without doing any work, right? And passive income is not about not working for your income. Passive income means that your income is not directly affected by the time you put into it. So basically you make a product and then you can sell it as many times as you want. Of course there's a ceiling for this too, but maybe I will talk about it in details in a future video. But every product have a lifespan, so you cannot sell them forever. Next is investing. Investing is in itself a really good way of making money, especially passive income, because that is something you don't really work for, right? And you might think, but you just told me that I have to work. Yeah, of course, because investing also requires for you to learn about the economy, learn about the particular company you want to invest in, and just learning about investing in general. Like, don't invest in something that you don't understand, right? And also, investing is, well, you have to have capital to begin with, right? So if you're like a minimum wage worker, then you can't really make a lot of money with investing, because, well, what at best you will make like 5 or 10%. Do the math, like, how much can you put aside and how much would that 10% be in a year? So I think investing only works if you already have a high income. There's also streaming. Streaming is really similar to YouTube. You just have to make the content, and of course it takes about the same time, 1 or 2 years, so just be aware of that. Dropshipping. Yeah, well, for dropshipping it seems like an easy way, you know, like you don't have to produce it, you don't have to package it, you don't have to send it to the customer, but then again you still need to make a website and you still need to make a community, right? People who will buy from you, a customer base, and that also takes a lot of time. So like if you just make a website, people will not automatically come to your website and buy your stuff. You still need to advertise it. And the other problem with dropshipping, in my opinion, is that you don't actually know the product, right? You're trying to tell people that your product is really good without you even knowing that product. You can just order all of them and try them out for yourself, right? Or at least most people don't do that. And I think, you know, I just feel like telling your customers that your product is really good without actually knowing if it's really good. Also, I think most of these dropshipping products are cheap and low quality. And there are freelancing websites too, like Upwork, and it also seems like a good idea, especially if you already have a skill. But there's a catch in this too as well. It's also very saturated, so you might get 1 or 2 gigs maximum, probably. And also, since you get feedback from people who employed you, and if you don't have any feedback, people will be a bit hesitant to employ you. So they will employ someone who already has a good reputation. So it's very difficult to start it. And since there are a lot of people on these sites, a lot of people who already made it, it will be really difficult for you to get your first gig if you can do it at all. It's probably better to advertise yourself in another platform. Also, they don't pay well as far as I heard. It's just something to keep in mind. So there are a lot of other websites that promise you to make money, like testing video games or having surveys or any other kind of, you know, like make money online type apps or websites, but they usually don't actually give you a lot of money, maybe just a little bit, or maybe they give you like some sample products, but it's not really a viable way of creating enough income for your lifestyle. It's more like just, you know, having a little side money maybe. Most of the time you can't really make money if you don't live in the US or like big countries, you know. If you live in a small country, then it's probably not available for you. So the problem with making money online is that most people want to make money quickly with no effort at all. And unfortunately, the world just doesn't work like that. You have to give some value in exchange for money. So if something promises you to have a lot of money with minimum effort, then it's probably not true. So please don't get disappointed if it doesn't work out, because most of them don't work out. So why do YouTubers talk about this? So there are 2 main reasons why they would say it. One is they know that you will give up. Second, people want to watch videos about how to make money, so they will watch these videos, like you clicked on this video too. And it makes them have more viewers and more money, of course. And the third one, okay, then there are 3 ones. So the third one is basically they already have a huge community. So whatever they want to sell, there's already an established customer base. So for example, if they have 100,000 followers, then there will probably be at least 1,000 of them who wants to buy whatever they want to sell, right? So it's easier for them because they can already market it to someone, you know, like marketing, advertising. But if you don't have a large following, then of course it's much more difficult to start. Also, most people cannot put 8 hours a day, like 40 hours a week into these projects because they have a full-time job. So it's even more difficult because you have to make it basically in your free time, in the weekends. And people get unmotivated pretty quickly, so expect that too. It's really hard to stay motivated, but If you want to make money, you have to push through. Now, I'm not saying that these YouTubers have ill intent or anything like that. They probably want you to succeed too, but unfortunately, people don't work like this. Because people want to hear that they can make it, it's easy and they will have a good lifestyle, but then they just give up, and I think it's really sad. Also, there's a thing called market saturation, so like not everyone can make the same type of business because there's demand and there's supply, and if there's too much of a supply and low demand, then there will be people who are out of business basically. So if everyone started making YouTube videos, then of course there wouldn't be much more viewers to watch those videos, so there will be people whose videos are not going to be watched. But then again, if more people have more income, then they have more free time and then they can watch more videos. So it's a complex thing, but not everyone can make the same type of content, the same type of business. So my very important tip is try to be unique and try to find something that people didn't do before. And my next tip is try to enjoy it, try to make it more like a hobby, because if you want to put your whole future into it, then you're going to have a rough time. So it's not as easy as others make it out to seem, but I wanted to share this so people don't get disappointed. Try it, and I hope you will succeed. Just make sure that you have realistic expectations. I hope that this video had some insights, and if you have tried any kind of income streams, what are your experiences? Please leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like this video. It would really help me out, and see you in the next video. I hope I didn't unmotivate you, but you need to know the truth, right?